25 ways to punish Koroks in Tears of the Kingdom. Number 1. We'll start out with one of the easiest ways to make a Korok feel a lot of pain, a dizzy machine. All you need for this machine is 2 small wheels and a plank to hold them steady while setting it up. We'll place one wheel straight up and the other at an angle like this before removing the plank from below. Then all that's left is to attach a Korok, start the wheels up, and enjoy watching probably one of the most terrifying things you could be strapped to. Number 2. Next we want to get something to help us move the little guy faster, so let's set up a moving jail. For this we can put a base, some walls, and bars to keep the Korok in. After that we just need to attach some wheels and a steering stick and it's done. This is nice since instead of physically harming them, we can have some public humiliation instead, or you can just set it on fire. That works too. But if building all that isn't your style, you can go with number 3. Thankfully for this method, all you need is a horse and a towing harness. Then you can simply attach the Korok to the towing harness, face down towards the ground, and head where you need to go next. Bonus points for any rocks you hit on the way. Number 4. Koroks have probably always wanted to visit space, so why not help them out with that? This method simply requires a piece of wood and as many rockets as you can get your hands on. After that, all that's left is to set them out and watch as they make it pretty high up, maybe not achieving their space ambitions just yet, but we still have a few more ideas. Number 5. If rockets won't work, why not try springs? Now this one is tricky since if you build too large of a contraption, it'll just fall over. Eventually I found the perfect ratio of 8 springs, 1 Korok. I recommend backing up for this one and firing an arrow so you can see all your efforts unfold at a beautiful angle. Still, not enough height, but I have one more idea. Number 6. Our last attempt at the Korok space program. In this machine you can combine 4 stabilizers and as many wood planks as we can handle. This looks about good. Then we just need to set it off and I'm not exactly sure where they just went. Well, they could be in space, so I'll take that as a victory. Number 7. Did you know you can ascend through a Korok? Yep, all you gotta do is build a simple contraption, put your Korok friend on a place above you, and descend. And not only are we possibly reconstructing their organs, but Link's butt is also directly in their face. We have class on this channel, and that's why you should subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Number 8. How about we take a little break from making machines and let nature do some work? Like with this punishment where we sit here while the Korok gets gently pummeled by a waterfall. Pretty sure this is illegal in most places of the world, but hey, no one here to catch us. Number 9. For the next one, we can just travel a bit over with our raft and find a whirlpool. Whirlpools aren't really a problem for Link since we can always teleport away, but this Korok is too lazy to get up, meaning they're never getting out of wherever it's taking them. Maybe this will finally teach them a lesson. Number 10. But if you really want nature to do some work, I recommend going out on a rainy day. All we need to do is attach a metal object to our Korok and lightning will do all the work for us. The best part is the metal object doesn't even break off the Korok, so we can just leave to go on more adventures, knowing they'll never be safe again. Number 11. And for our last nature-filled punishment, we're heading over to Death Mountain. Yep, we're taking this guy all the way up. It's a long journey that includes climbing, hot air balloons, minecarts, and tons of enemies, but at least our Korok friend got to enjoy the time we spent together. Now unfortunately, the volcano doesn't have lava in it, but we can still have some fun with dropping our buddy all the way back down while we paraglide and watch it, making it just a delightful experience. Number 12. Alright, so after all that walking, Link feels a bit hungry. So why don't we combine some springs, big wheels, and a log together to make a nice rotisserie. Now it's time to put some fire down below, and we're gonna be eating good tonight. Number 13. You know, I'm pretty disappointed in this Korok's friend. I've spent the last couple of hours torturing this little guy, and the friend hasn't even come looking. So I think they need some new friends. I'm just gonna gently place them on this battle talus, and oh look, they're so happy together. Number 14. We've had some fun making contraptions, but sometimes simple is best. So here's what 10 beam emitters and 6 flame emitters look like. Unfortunately, the game's build limit won't let me put much more, but I'd say this is still a pretty satisfying execution. Number 15. Next, let's bring some cannons out and create the Giga Cannon. 16 of these guys strapped onto each other will surely make a great explosion, so let's just set it off and the bounce. Number 16. Now I did like that method, but it only had one hit, which was a bit disappointing. So this time we're going to strap a cannon directly to the Korok's face and bring out the batteries. These make sure that even if we leave the Korok, their punishment will go on and on and on. I also decided to bring them to the local stable, so the owner got to enjoy the fun too. And yeah, this was just as beautiful as I thought it would be. I was willing to sit here for the next 5 minutes and watch, but we unintentionally set the owner's rain garland on fire, so Oops, yeah, we got thrown out. Now how about we try similar designs for number 17, shock emitters, number 18, flame emitters, and number 19, beam emitters. We can stick these all directly to the Korok skin, and yeah, this one might be going too far even for me. At least it's fun to watch the beam emitter one hop around. Number 20. At this point, there's only one Zonai weapon we still haven't tried, the time bomb. So let's set up a nice box and very carefully put our bombs in one by one. Trust me, you want to be careful, since a small hit will cause it all to explode and us to restart the process. Finally, we can drop the Korok on top, shoot a bomb with one of our arrows, and watch the fruits of our labor come into fruition. Nice. Number 21. On to the final 5 now, and these are going to be special. Like this one where, yeah, we're kind of just making a raft. Hear me out though. Place the raft upside down in the water, stand on top, and now we have a portable drowning machine. This is especially nice since Koroks usually float, and we can enjoy a beautiful day in Hyrule while our buddy calls out for help. Very quaint. Number 22. Now it's finally time to get off the ground and head to the sky. The best way to do this is go to Hyrule Field, find a falling rock, and recall yourself back up to the sky before dropping the Korok to his demise. This is great because you can do it as many times as you want, and watching the Korok fall is just so satisfying. But if you really want to make this method a bit more painful, I recommend number 23. Here we'll take out a nail and glue the Korok to the pointy end. Then we can put a fan on the other end, point it straight down, and yeah, I'll be honest, if the Korok isn't dead after this, these things are immortal. He even got a nice bounce off the rock too. Number 24. And if you want to make this method even more painful, I recommend finding some explosives. Now this is kind of uncomfortable on our way to the Sky Island, since we need to make sure we don't set off any of the explosives and dodge all the hordes of enemies walking through. Then we need to also carefully time warp our way upwards, but once we're up, it feels really good. And with these, we can create a pretty beautiful drivable plane. Now we just need to manipulate it to go in the air and come back down, climb on the plane, and use our time warping ability again so that we can get in the air ourselves. And the best thing about this one is we can aim it straight towards the very creature who started this entire mess and finally get our... I missed. Okay, we're taking this up a notch. Number 25. Now this is my magnum opus. 3 cannons, 3 flame emitters, 3 beam emitters, and 3 fire hydrants connected to a bunch of extra battery power and some springs, since I thought it would look kind of funny. If this man survives this, the game is cheating, so let's just turn it on and, okay, I really hope there aren't any random people getting hit by this, but I guess it's also not my problem. Well, I guess I can still work with this. We just need to manipulate it, and perfect. Every last part of our machine is hitting his body. In his mind, I hope he thinks about the golden poop he gave us from the last game and realizes this is his retribution. But then I put it on the ground to enjoy it even more, and it kind of exploded itself, so it was fun while it lasted. Alright, subscribe if you enjoyed. Bye.